Alright, quick update on Elon. So, since the last video, we were predicting this 32% drop, and we predicted this because of a plethora of reasons. We were getting rejected from the 13 EMA, we were getting rejected from the EMA ribbons, and if you zoom out, you can see this was your double 786 fib. This was your last line in the sand in terms of the macro market structure, and we massively bear flagged beneath it. While we were bear flagging below the 786, we were once again capitulating into / below the 13 EMA. We were capitulating below the EMA ribbons, and as you can see, these moves and rejections from the 13 EMA, and once you flip the 13 EMA, you have these massive runs. Once you flip it to the downside, you have these massive cascades, and we only recently came back into it, flipped above it, and then had a bearish flip. So it seemed pretty black and white to me that we were going to be moving down to this next level, which was the previous local high, or previous all-time high rather, on the 29th of May 2021. This is still where I'm predicting we're going to come down to. From the last video, we were talking about this 32% drop. At this moment in time, we have dropped approximately 19%, which is great, but do I think we're going to start slowing down, or do I think we're going to head down very quickly and come down another 16.5% before we do hit this target on the head? Well, in my opinion, I think we're going to keep on coming down and hit this target on the head. Very quick video, but really just letting you know, the volume is exponentially increasing in favor of the bears since the last video, and the squeeze mom in the past couple of days has started to trickle over in favor of the bears as well. So, the squeeze mom heads down into this light red phase. This is indicative that a bearish wave is incoming. The bearish volume starts to accumulate, and we're having these I don't want to say like engulfing candles, because these really aren't engulfing candles. This is an engulfing candle, this is an engulfing candle. These are just exponentially increasing candles that are stacking up on top of each other, and at this moment in time, while they are going to continue stacking up like you see here, this is a bearish engulfing candle. Here we go. 4 hourly squeeze one as well, heading down. 4 hourly volume candles, definitely in favor of the bears. So it seems like, for a plethora of reasons, Elon is probably going to come down and capitulate down to this move. Now, specifically, I think a 16% drop is too conservative at this period in time to consider that this would be a bottom. You can look at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is basically hanging in at the last line in the sand at 28,500. If we do break down, in my opinion, we're coming all the way down to 23,000. Why do I think we're coming down to 23,000? Because if we look at the 200-week moving average over on this chart over here, 22.5 to 23,000 should be the bottom according to the 200-week. Why do I think we're coming down to the 200-week? 2020 pandemic scare, candle body close marked the bottom. Come over to the 2018 bear market, a plethora of candle body closes marked the bottom. Come back to the 2015 bear market, a ton of once again candle body closes marked the bottom. So I think it makes sense that we would once again be coming down, revisiting this trend line, and from where we are right now, bear in mind this is a 20% drop for Bitcoin. There's absolutely no universe that exists in which Bitcoin would drop 20% and Elon would only drop 16%. So in my opinion, if anything, we should probably move this target down one more leg. But I do want to complete this target before I set, or before I draw out a new target, because then I wouldn't want to draw this target as like a new target and then say, this is my prediction. This was my first prediction, and I'm going to stack this one up on the side. This is my next prediction on what I think we're going to be doing. I'll delete this one once we do come down to this. In my opinion, we are coming down to this. But from where we are now, I see at least another 39% drop coming into fruition over on the Dogelon chart. Now, bear in mind, unfortunately, we really don't have any macro Fibonacci's. Yes, we can draw a couple of micro Fibonacci's, see what we've got going on at this moment in time. It seems like, to be honest, this fib wasn't too well respected whatsoever. We did respect the 618 from the candle body close, which is interesting though. I feel like this fib didn't hold up too much because we were within this pattern the whole time. Nonetheless, let's see how the 1.618 pans out, because the 1.618 is just another leg below. At this moment in time, I don't want to focus on the micro fibs. We can talk about those another day. But at this moment in time, this previous local top up here, or previous all-time high, this line down here, which basically encompasses this wick up here, and some of the candle body closes we almost reached up to, and then also this candle body right here, which encompasses this major resistance, flip support, and also this candle body wick. So these are the prices that I think we're coming down to. Bear in mind, once again, in the short term, I do see us dropping down at least another 16-17%, and it really doesn't matter what happens in the next day or in the next couple of 4 to 8 hours, because if you look at the volume, we are getting a bounce in volume, and until Bitcoin breaks below here, you know, anything can happen. I find it more likely we're probably going to come up to potentially the EMA ribbons or something like this. So bear in mind, do not be surprised if we do have a dead cat bounce. I am by no means whatsoever saying this is my prediction and we are going to drop like a rock down to it. This is absolutely not what I'm saying. I'm saying, yes, we can bounce up. We can even come up here and confirm this as resistance. We can lollygag and, you know, come up to the 4-hourly EMA ribbons, which are somewhere around about here before we do come down for that next leg. I'm not interested in these micro predictions. Once again, I'm interested in these macro moves that I'm predicting. 32% drop was what we predicted before, and from where we are now, another 38% drop is what I see coming into play. Now, to wrap up this video, I would just like to emphasize that, you know, while Elon is very, very bearish at this moment in time against the USD pair, it is also not looking good against the BTC pair. Now, I don't want to spend a bunch of time on the BTC pair. I don't even want to look at the BTC pair, to be honest, for this video. I just want to show you the Bitcoin dominance, because this says it all. While the Bitcoin dominance is going on a rally, it is not the time to buy altcoins. I've been saying this for the past month now. It's aged very, very well. Altcoins are getting slaughtered while the Bitcoin dominance is moving up. It simply means that out of the total crypto market cap, Bitcoin's market cap takes up a higher percentage. So as you can imagine, the higher the Bitcoin dominance goes up, the more it is going to outperform altcoins. So what do you think is going to happen if Bitcoin breaks below 28,500? If Bitcoin breaks below 28,500 and the Bitcoin dominance continues to move up, that could mean if Bitcoin drops another 20%, you know, Elon could drop another 60, 70, 80%. Bear in mind, you know, I do hold this for the long term. I am actually a fan of Elon. I think it's probably got the funniest name, the funniest ticker symbol, the funniest logo out of all the dog coins, which is why I personally plan on holding it for the longer term. It takes up a small amount of my portfolio. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is like a great fundamental crypto, because it doesn't have any fundamentals whatsoever, apart from the fact that it's predominantly community driven. But, you know, apart from that, it really doesn't have fundamentals. So it is a meme coin. If you are buying it, you are buying it because you're a degenerative gambler like myself. I say that as a joke, because I'm definitely not a degenerative gambler, but, you know, all of us in the crypto market, let's face it, we've all got a tiny bit of degen in us. We're invested in crypto for a reason. That's basically all I've got for Elon. So once again, I think we're coming down probably another 38% against the USD pair. But while the Bitcoin dominance is going up, it's not going to be a good time to invest in altcoins, I'm telling you. So that's all I've got. As always, not financial advice. Cowboy out. Peace.